Joining us today for Primetime Local News is Tara Lawrence with the Lloyd Interval Home Society and, of course, the Youth Center. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today, Tara.
No, thank you for having me.
Of course, no problem, because we saw a little bit of posts online. You received a community development grant, and this is from the Canadian Tire Jumpstart. So can we kind of start off with talking a little bit about that, of what this grant is all about?
Sure. So we apply for funding for a lot of our programs. The Canadian Tire Jumpstart is one that we get on a 3 times a year, whatever that is, not quarterly, 3 times a year, and they provide funding for us to do things like rent a service sports center field house or take the youth bowling, and we do activities that are more expensive and would not be within our budget otherwise. So the youth center runs these programs usually on Friday evenings, giving our youth a chance to go out into the community and try out different activities and stay active, burn off some energy, try some new things. It's a win-win for us and for Canadian Tire Jumpstart.
And I know you're saying this is 3 times a year, and then, it's not really something you're new to, but, just seeing that you're still receiving this community development grant, how nice does it feel to see that you're still getting that strong support?
Yeah, it is really useful, and it comes at sort of 3 quarters around the year so that we make sure that we're offering interesting, engaging programming for our youth year round. So it's not like once a year and then when it's done, it's done. And so we alternate between different things. So we'll do sports at one point. We do skating more in the winter, some of those more winter activities. And then in the summer, we tend to focus on swimming and getting the kids outside.
And how does it feel seeing the kids really enjoy this, especially youth in the community, just seeing how much it benefits them and having lots of fun with being able to do these sorts of activities from these grants?
The kids love it. The kids burn off so much energy and get such a feeling of just joy and being able to do things that maybe they weren't otherwise able to, or in a less structured environment, maybe than like gym class at school. But it takes a lot of energy and it's a lot of fun. And that's what we're here all about, building connections with youth and having fun.
And of course, like you're saying, the winter, there's some certain activities the youth enjoy doing. So that's coming up pretty soon here, as you can see outside with the weather changing slowly and slowly. But, with the time coming up here, is there more needed right now with, of course, not only the youth center, but with the Lloyd Interval Home Society?
Well, the Lloyd Interval Home Society as a whole is working with the comp, doing our Rudolph Roundup, and we will be doing hampers. We do hampers for families that have received our services over the course of the year, and that includes some of our families that attend the youth center. So that is our main focus coming up, as well. November is Family Violence Prevention Month, which is always a big month for us, raising awareness about the prevalence of family violence in our community and the steps that everyone can take to come together to lead from where we stand and end family violence in our community.
Oh, perfect. And is there anything else you'd like to add that I may have missed out on that's, really happening with the youth center and with the Lloyd Interval Home Society, and besides, of course, with November coming up here?
No, the youth center, we're always looking for volunteers, and we're always having people come out, come and hang out with the youth, come and share something that you're passionate about. There's lots of opportunities to be engaged. And so we do encourage people to reach out to our volunteer program whenever possible. The youth center has a website. It's lcyc.cc. We're not the yacht club, we're the youth center. And then for volunteers, particularly, you would go to intervalhome.org to the volunteer page and sign up through there.
Perfect, Tara. Well, once again, thank you so much for joining us today and being able to speak about some of the grants that you received and some of the positive stuff that's happening with the youth center here in the community and what's coming up here. So thank you.
Sounds great. Thanks so much for having me, Shelby.